I'm just now realizing because I am on a new device, my render distance is a lot higher. I don't know why I didn't notice that as soon as I saw it, but now I did. What's up, Agents? Zero here. Welcome back to some more Mega Skyblock 4. This is episode 7, and if you remember, last time we set up this little farm right here. It's down below my main base, and this episode, I don't really have much planned other than just simply exploring some islands. Now, I do want to go ahead and mention that this is actually going to be the first video on my channel. If I can get my camera to rotate, I'm having some issues right now. Basically, this is actually going to be the first video of which I'm going to be recording in 720p because I just recently got myself a brand new device. It's a Moto phone, and I've been using it a little bit. I tried to record a video yesterday. Unfortunately, the file got corrupted. I'm starting to get used to this smaller screen. I can actually now make use of my headphones, whereas before I actually couldn't. But now I'm actually able to go ahead and make a better quality video from here on out. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started now. Let's see, what time is it? Am I actually able to go to sleep? I actually know what time it is right now because it's raining. So I do want to go ahead and double check. Okay, I can only sleep at night. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out what I made. A lot of slabs in between episodes. I really don't know why I made as many slabs as I did, but you know what, it's kind of whatever. So basically the only thing that I really have planned for this episode is to go off and explore, and I have a couple places in mind that I do want to go ahead and try to explore. First off, I want to go off in that direction. I do believe that there's a couple islands there, and I know there's an island that I want to explore all the way over there, which I kind of started trying to get over there last episode. I made this little platform right here because I found out that apparently there's a chest right here and I was just trying to access it. So now all I really want to do as far as this episode, as I mentioned, is just basically explore. So this is just going to be a major exploring episode. That's really all that's going to be going on in this episode. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I do know for a fact there is Snow Island right there. I did know about that, and you guys are ruining all the grass. I really don't appreciate that. Alright. So, let's see. Actually, you know what? Now I'm looking at, I think it's actually now time to be able to go to sleep. All that talking that I spent, that came out weird, but you guys know what I mean. That all that talking and walking around that I did, I think, got me to be able to go to sleep now, I'm assuming. Which would actually be rather helpful, because if I can actually be able to see what I'm doing and where I'm going, that would actually be super useful. So let's go ahead and get started. Now it's actually daytime and I can actually see where I'm going. That's good. Alright, so yeah, and I am now able to see a lot further out now that I'm looking at. I'm actually able to see more islands than I was able to previously because of the rain. If that makes any sense. So let's go ahead and get started. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put down slabs like right here. And yeah, I think this should be good as far as the platform is concerned. And I want to make my way over to at least that island over there. And I can also see a little bit of the flat land that this world was originally based off of, because Minecraft doesn't actually have void worlds per se, or at least not right now. And so TGC had to make a little bit of a compromise in order to put this world together. So yeah, and I'm just now realizing because I am on a new device, my render distance is a lot higher. I don't know why I didn't notice that as soon as I saw it, but now I did. Alright, so yeah, I don't know if there's like anything special on this island that I can actually remember, because I know for a fact we've got ourselves the Easter egg hunt going on because of the new update to the map. I don't know if there's actually going to be anything on this particular island, all things considered. So we're about to find out. You feel cold air hits you. Alright, so looks like we're going to be dealing with a cold environment. I mean, that much was fairly obvious. And alright, so we made it here. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on here. Now, so one thing I do want to go ahead and do is at least put down a few torches so that at least it's lit up and mobs aren't able to spawn this island. It's actually one thing that I do always do when I make it to these islands. And hey, what do you know? There's actually an island that I recognize from previous seasons. I do want to make my way up there at some point. Whether or not that's going to be this episode, I don't know. Although, looking at my timer, looks like I'm only like 5-6 minutes in, so maybe I might have enough time to make it up there. And the reason why I'm so excited to make it up to that particular island is because it actually has a block of which I want to at least make use of at some point. I mean, what I was originally going to use that island for was to repair my fishing rod. However, because I kind of repaired it because it has mending on it, it's kind of like already fully repaired, so that's at least good. Alright, so now I want to make my way over to at least that island, and we're going to see how far we go from there. I'm assuming I'm going to need more slabs than I currently have, but we're about to find out. So let's go ahead and get started. And I just ran out of slabs apparently. So I'm actually liking how the display is on my new phone, because I'm actually able to see a lot more. One thing I just realized is I did not change this. Let's see, where is it? Outline section, there we go. That's actually something I'm used to using, and I completely forgot to change that off. Alright. So I do believe once I make it to this island, I'm going to be greeted by another one of those pieces of text. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen, because if I remember correctly from previous seasons, it does do that on this island. So just about over there. Yep, I thought so. You hear water flowing, you feel relaxed. Okay, so we just made it over to this island, which actually not too bad. I like the idea behind this island because I've been here obviously previous seasons. So let's go ahead, make our way up to the top, and yeah, this is basically supposed to be a beach island. It looks really good. I like the umbrella. You can obviously tell it's held up by string because it is supposed to be a flat umbrella. Now, one thing I do want to go ahead and do is I want to go ahead and grab these lily pads, because I'm going to want these lily pads in order to cover up that little water hole on the way over to the snow island that I just got to. And hey, what do you know, we found ourselves another Easter egg. This one's apparently 3 of 4. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and grab that. There we go. Okay. Now, one thing I did notice coming on this island is that there's a chest right here. If I can aim, yep, there we go. We got ourselves some cobwebs. We got ourselves another Easter egg, apparently a duplicate of one I already have. Name tag, emerald. It's actually not too bad. So let's go ahead and make our way back over to base and put away some of the stuff. Actually, before I head back to base, there is one thing that I want to go ahead and do. There's a reason, I did mention the reason why I grabbed these lily pads, and that's to put over the water on that island over there, so that I can just walk across instead of having to walk all the way around it, if that makes any sense. Something I probably should have done is put some torches on that island. I don't know why I didn't do that. It's a little, well, it's not too late. I can obviously do that at a later date. I just don't know why I didn't do that. Alright. So now I'm actually safe to go ahead and walk. I really don't like having to walk across those one block platforms because, well, it's very easy to walk right off. Whereas these 3 wide platforms I keep building, a lot easier to deal with. Let's go ahead and put down a few of these lily pads. There we go. And let's go ahead and put away some of our stuff. Now, if I want to make my way to another set of islands, I'm actually going to need to stock back up on slabs because I don't have enough to be able to get much of anywhere. And by the looks of things, I have a large tree up there, so that's actually not too bad. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's see, we got Easter egg 1 of 4, and we've got ourselves Easter egg 3 of 4, 4 of 4. I'm assuming this is supposed to be 2 of 4, but the text wasn't written right. Alright, so let's go ahead and put away some stuff in my inventory, because I'm definitely going to need a bit more room. There's apparently my first emerald. I didn't even realize that this was my first emerald. Alright, so let's go ahead and get myself a few more slabs. There we go. Alright. So let's see, where do I want to go to? Now, I suppose one thing I could probably do, if I really wanted to, I could make myself a whole bunch of stairs and make my way up to that island up there, but I don't feel like doing that on camera, so we're just going to make our way in this direction to some islands that we haven't been to yet. So let's see, what options do we have? I'm seeing a number of options already. The only problem is I don't know where I actually want to go. That is one little issue that I do have. I suppose I could make my way over to these 2 islands right here, the Mushroom Island and the Bone Island. The only thing is, if I remember correctly from previous seasons, that Mushroom Island has, I think, a diamond ore, either that or an emerald ore. I'm not entirely sure, because I do remember it had an ore from previous seasons. I just can't remember what it had. So let's go ahead and make our way over there. And I do want to go ahead and at least start this 3 wide platform to make things a little bit easier for starting off. I'm obviously going to be making my platforms 3 wide in between episodes. It's what I usually end up doing. So yeah, as I remember, there is supposed to be some ore inside this Mushroom Island. Again, I don't exactly remember which ore it is. That is the only problem. And whatever ore it is, I am obviously going to end up needing a pickaxe in order to grab it. So let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, it's starting to get dark, so I should probably go ahead and light this island up just a little bit so that nothing can actually spawn here. And if I look up, okay, so there's a music disc up there and diamond ore. So I was right, I just didn't realize there was going to be a music disc up here. So it's actually not too bad. So I'm actually curious, which music disc is this? Far. I don't fully remember what far sounds like. I do have my music turned down a little because I tried to record a video yesterday, and even though it failed to upload because apparently it, for whatever reason, got corrupted, I did find out through editing that apparently I had my music up way too loud and I didn't even realize, so I don't even know if I'm going to be able to hear this to begin with. Alright, so one thing I do definitely need to do is go ahead and sleep off the night. And I do, as I just mentioned, want to go ahead and see what music this actually is. I mean, I know it said far, I just don't remember what it actually sounds like. Something I probably should do is go ahead and get myself a pickaxe, go ahead and mine out the diamond ore, then we'll have our first diamond on this road, which won't be too bad of a thing to have. Let's go ahead and go to sleep. And let's go ahead and see what music this actually is. Okay, so I think I remember this is not too much as being remembered all things considered. That's probably not the best way to put it. But yeah, that's actually not too bad. I just realized I was gonna go ahead and grab the diamond from that island. I should probably go ahead and do that. So I need an iron pickaxe in order to do that, because you obviously need iron in order to pick up diamonds. I mean, any Minecrafter should know that by now. I do want to go ahead and make my way to maybe one more island, because I'm looking at my timer. I definitely have plenty of time to explore at least one more island, and I'm thinking maybe I can make my way over there. That's probably where I'm going to head to. Now the question is, how do I want to get there? I mean, obviously by making a bridge with slabs, but from which island is the real question I'm trying to ask here. Now I'm really hoping that when I grab this diamond, I don't accidentally fall off of the edge of the world, because then that means that's a diamond lost. That would be very unfortunate. Alright. So, yeah, maybe I could make my way over to that island over there from this mushroom island. That could be a possibility that I could do. That actually, you know what, that might not be too bad of an idea to go ahead and do, since I'm kind of already over here. Let's go ahead and grab the diamond, and there we go, first diamond of the world, and probably not the only diamond if I'm remembering previous seasons correctly. So I'm just gonna make my way over to this next island over here. I mean, that much is obvious. I did say this was gonna be an exploration episode. And it looks like I can just go straight, and I just realized I ran out of planks in that stack. Or slabs in that stack, I should say. Alright. Now, if I remember correctly, this is in fact a skeleton island. It's complete with bone blocks, and it's got a skeleton spawner as well, if I remember correctly from last season, because I think this was a brand new island as of last season, if I'm remembering this correctly. Yep, definitely bone blocks like I remember. And yeah, I can definitely see, yeah. Tip, don't travel at night. Yeah, I kind of figured that already. Alright, so let's go ahead and light this up a little bit so that nothing can actually spawn here. And I do want to go ahead and get rid of the skeleton spawner, because even though I did light it up just now, that doesn't necessarily mean I want anything to spawn here. One thing I could probably do while I'm here is grab a few bone blocks and use these as bone meal. I mean, that's obviously what bone blocks are, is compressed bone meal. And I could probably make use of them on my melon and pumpkin crops, because as of right now, they haven't really grown all too much. I mean, admittedly, I haven't been on this world all too much between last episode and this episode. But at least I'll be able to... Hold on, did I get... Yes, I did get an iron frame. I just realized I didn't know why I didn't think of that before because there was an item frame on the diamond ore that I broke. Alright. So let's go ahead and make our way back home. So that wasn't too bad of a trip. We got ourselves a few different treasures. We got a diamond name tag that's actually not too bad. An emerald from the other island. So this wasn't actually too bad of a trip among the islands, to be completely honest. And then obviously I'm going to be doing work on those trees in between episodes. I mean, that one is also fairly obvious. And I can definitely tell it's going to need some work because it looks like there's a really large tree over there that I'm going to have to take down. That's not going to be fun at all, because that means I'm going to have to start pillaring up in order to get some of those pieces of wood. Alright, so that was a pretty decent trip, all things considered. I know I've said that several times over, but I'm not entirely sure what else to say. And I didn't even realize this was actually completely full. I thought it was just like a couple of trees, but no, they all fully grew. That's... guess I can't say I'm surprised. Alright, if I can make it down here, that would be great. Alright, so let's go ahead and put away our diamond, our name tag, and I did want to go ahead and take care of my melon and pumpkin stalks. It looks like one of them has in fact fully grown, the other one hasn't. So if I go ahead and fully grow that, there we go, and I'm assuming, yeah, it has been fully grown. Let's go ahead and use a little bit on our wheat. I mean, obviously I don't use this a whole heck of a lot because I do technically rely on fish as food. It's actually not too bad. So let's go ahead and put some of this stuff away that I'm not going to end up needing. I do believe, yeah, I do have an item frame in here. Go ahead and put away the sign. And you know what? To end the episode off, let me go ahead and put away these slabs. I suppose what I could do to end the episode off, I know I'm like already past the 20-minute mark, but I could probably do just a little bit of fishing and see what kind of loot I can get. Maybe about 3 or 4 casts, and I do have some decent loot on this fishing rod, so I should be able to get these reels in pretty quickly. Usually, that's the case with lure. Alright, so 2 fish, not too bad. Yeah, just maybe 2 more casts, and then I'm going to end the episode off. You guys should know by now that fishing is one of the things I really enjoy, and if I can end an episode off with anything using a fishing rod, I mean, I will. Alright, and 2 salmon. That's actually not too bad. I'm going to have to cook that up at some time later. But you know what? That's actually a good place for me to go ahead and end off the episode. If I can rotate my camera, that'd be really great. Yeah, so this is where I'm going to go ahead and end things off. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button. One more than make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCPU0 to stay updated. This has been your Stews. Thank you guys for watching. And with that, I will see you guys later.